Hello Leo, how are you doing? Okay, I can't wait for this reading today. So this is very interesting, beautiful energy, and I can't wait to explore this with you. Okay, I just want to connect really quick. Okay. Whoa. So I can't wait to talk to you about all of these messages. First, I just want to mention that I have a hypnosis channel and you can see my past life regression. You can learn about how you can have one if you would like to heal and to remove blocks and to change your life. All the information's in the description, okay? But really, this is very interesting message. Very interesting. Okay, I saw you going down a long hallway. There's like a really long hallway. And there's nowhere else to go. There's no other doors in this hallway. It's just a hallway. And at the end, there's the door. You know? So it's kind of like this energy of I feel like you have an idea of where you're going, what you're doing here. There's something that's about to become real clear to you. That it's like there is no other choice than this. I kind of feel like spirit is making this decision for you. Like you're gonna do this now, and that's it. You know, you're going this way, and there is no other way. You know, and you're surrendering. You're going with it. And this is kind of like to say not to worry. There are no other doors you can go into. You can't go into the wrong door. And the hallway is the length that it is for a purpose. For a reason. I'm hearing there is a reason. And to remember that, you know, just like when you're sitting by the pool and there's a little ant that's trying to walk into the pool, right? And you're like, geez, this guy's about to drown. You know, I get a leaf, I'm trying to catch this little guy. The ant thinks the leaf is sudden death. They're trying to avoid this leaf here at all costs, right? So this is kind of like what's happening here with this hallway. You're not lost. You're not going the wrong way. There's something here where you're very divinely guided. There's something here where you have really opened something up within yourself that you came here to reach this point, even surpass. You know, you even surpass what you came here to reach. There's something here about that. And this being very, very important in this whole, all these universes, everything that's happening, this war of the light versus the dark, right? There's something very important. You are very important. You reaching this point within yourself and trusting this point within yourself is very important. I saw a barbecue here. So there's something here about a barbecue that feels like a disguise. Hey, it's a friendly barbecue. Come on over. It's not. It feels like, is it a trap? It feels like are people going to be talking about things and twisting things to make you feel a certain way? Are people just trying to get information? Sometimes people will hear about your trauma and they will invite you somewhere just so they can look at you. Just so they can look at you. And there's something here about, are things a distraction from where you're going and who you are, this new you, or are things... This is something fun. This is providing some kind of level of fun. And then you can also have resting time. And then you can also do this mission that you're here for, right? But some things, it is fun, but it's not fun. You're not really having fun. You're having to rest so much longer after it. And you didn't even really enjoy it. So it's talking about paying attention to those things. There's something about a vampire that wants to talk temple. So something here about a vampire that wants to talk about things that are sacred, things that are holy. They want to talk about the temple. They want to talk about, and that doesn't have to literally mean a temple, right? But there's just saying something. But they're living a vampire lifestyle. They want to be a vampire. They're a vampire. They've committed, you know, they have the teeth and everything. They're there, you know. Everything about them screams, I am this vampire. These are conscious decisions that this person has made over time. But then they want to come here and be like, yeah, I want to talk about this temple. They want to hear about these holy, sacred things that you are experiencing. Because now you've reached a point where your life, being you, the things that are happening to you, who are you? These spiritual things that are occurring, there's something spiritual. This is something sacred. And your sacred experiences of existing and connecting with the divine, not everybody gets to know about those. And that's the thing, is like there is this balance between that, because there is this way that you're going to be opening up so much more, but there are some things that you're going to be even more private about. It's kind of like Abraham Hicks, Bashar, these people that are, you know, channeling, and it's like they're giving these very sacred messages to everybody, right? But at the same time, there are experiences, I'm quite sure, that Abraham Hicks has had, Esther Hicks, that Bashar has had, that they're not sharing that with the masses. There's stuff that's just for them. And this is for the masses that are seeking them out, right? This is not for a vampire. This is not for a friend who chooses a completely different lifestyle, right? It doesn't have to be a friend, but I just kind of got that energy. Could be family too. So this is very interesting. It could be 3 years since you have seen a person. You haven't seen or spoken to somebody in 3 years. All of a sudden they want to come back into your life. 3 years. Spirit just keeps saying 3. 3 years you haven't seen this person. You've heard nothing from them. Now 3 years later, they want to come in and say some things. Where were they for 3 years? Come on. Yeah. What cards do I want to start with? I will start with these. There are beings that are guiding you, that are going to be speaking in whispers. I was hearing whispers, I'm hearing them now. So these whispers, there's something here about beings that are going to begin to speak to you in whispers. You may be out somewhere, you hear somebody whispering. You may watch a movie, the people are whispering in this movie, and you're going to go, oh, I remember. You go places, people are whispering, and then you're going to start to hear whispers. And this whisper is communication here. It's going to grow, it's going to build, it's not going to stay this way. But it's like there's a door opening. There's a door opening. That's just how this feels. And it's time for this door to be open now. It's time. And look at this. You have the key. I said a door is opening. Yeah. There's something here about this, and this is a key. So a key is coming here. You have the handshake. Meeting with the stranger could be important. This is, in the physical reality, you're going to meet a stranger and it's going to be important. But also I feel like what is happening, there are beings that have been with you your whole life. They have been guiding your entire life. These are, aliens, star seeds, your guides, a new guide that, it's like they've been there, but it's like there is this interaction. Now it's time. There's something that's been activated. The door has been opened. The key is here now. So that's what this is kind of talking about, and dealings or relationships with a woman. So it could be a woman, but these beings are bringing you together with a particular person. This looks really good. This looks really, really good. It looks good it's going to impact all these other things. And it can show up any which way, okay, in different order. Maybe there's something here where you're going to move here. You're going to move, and then because of this move, you end up making new connections. And because of those new connections, maybe you're meeting this person. Or maybe it happens a different way. It doesn't matter the order. It's a cascading of events. That's the thing. It's a cascading of events. So you have short journey, and then you have position of authority with this throne. And this is very interesting because this is what I was seeing. There's a long hallway, and there's a door at the end of it. So this short journey represents that long hallway, right? It is a short journey down a long hallway. right? Might seem like forever, but there is nowhere else that you can go. It's everything is leading this way. It may feel like you have choices and things could go any way at any point. No. Yeah, it can and it can't all at the same time, and that's the way everything works, right? So this position of authority, it's like when you open that door, you're opening a door to a whole other reality here. There's all these realities that people are in. Everybody's in a reality, you know? And for them to be in your life, there is some kind of a vicinity here of that reality within you. And you have phased things out, but when people kind of come back in, you have the opportunity to reactivate it. You have the opportunity to go back to that other reality here. And this is really about saying, you know, it's time for you to go to this other reality and stay there. It's time for you to be somewhere else now. Look at this spiritual love. I'm telling you, there's a lot of spiritual energy around you that loves you, that's supporting you, and that wants you to know that you can move forward, that you can, you know, really do this here. How interesting is this reading, right? Okay, and a million things come out. First is excitement. So there's a lot of things that are going to start to happen for you. That's what this feels like. And okay, a lot of exciting news is coming your way. And this is because of the inner order. You got yourself together within yourself, you know. And there's something here about a meeting that's going to take place. Some kind of a meeting between you and a person that's going to take place. And this is happening because of what did you detach from? You decided to detach from, you know, all this energy and all of this, anything that was the other reality. You know, this person right here and this person right here, they, look at their faces. Wow, I'm holding this weird. They're the same person. Okay, it's the same face. Okay, but here she is running away. She has to hide and swim in the river and, you know, hold her breath underwater and run. You know, she can't be who she is. Something here about that old reality sees you as something else. You're not that person anymore. And so this is about detaching from that so that you get to be this, not this person who's running, who has to run and hide. Not this person who doesn't get to be, you know, this version of themselves, the version of themselves that is high vibrational, the one that is closer to who they really are. I say closer because we're always going to be becoming, right? We're never going to really be 100% in this incarnation, right? But at the same time, we can be, you know, like, yeah. Look at this companionship, and again, the handshake. I'm telling you. And look at how it's so interesting that this secrets card is right underneath that. There's something here about that. There's something about sacred knowledge that you know that you're protecting, and you showing spirit that you're protecting your energy from others, and that you're willing to like be put out into the world. There's something here about making decisions about what you share that's very strategic, thinking many moves ahead, following your intuition, but still being versatile in the moment, you know, and using what spirit has given you. Yeah. This is, what is this? Wow. This is like meeting people in your life and these secrets that you can't share with anyone, that you can't tell with anyone, you can tell these people. You know, Esther Hicks, she told Jerry Hicks about her channeling Abraham, right? She told him about this. And he believed in her, you know? And he was the one that was really like started telling their friends, you know? But he didn't tell just anybody, you know? He told particular people, right? And then this kind of started to build and it started to grow, and they started to kind of put information out there. I don't know exactly how it happened, but I know Jerry was like a really integral part of believing in Esther and her believing in herself. So there's something here about, yeah, you're not going to share your secrets with everybody, but in a way you are going to open up and share your secrets with everyone. And there are going to be certain close people that you can share your secrets with. Your real soul tribe, real people, and maybe and perhaps even a one real person, you know, like Jerry was for Esther. But at the same time, you're not, you know, they weren't like they just met and she's telling him all this, right? Okay. So this is very interesting how this kind of keeps shifting, where really you're working on your own and you did this within yourself, all yourself, but you have so much help that's coming in and so many other people are a part of this, and it's so secretive, but you're sharing all of this secret at the same time, and in ways you're not and in ways you are. It's very like that, you know. And this is very interesting. This is all very interesting. Wow. Okay, let's see tarot about this. Yeah, because this could be, there's like messages that you're receiving. You're receiving messages, you're receiving downloads here about, you know, what we're all doing here. There's something here that you know, you understand. This is what I'm saying. The Eight of Wands is communication, and there is no person on this card. There isn't a hand, there is nothing, okay? It's the real only card in the tarot that has absolutely nothing, okay? And so this is a message that is from the divine. This is from your aliens. This is from starseeds. This is from angels. This is from something. This is from whatever it is that you connect with, you know. Yeah. Wow. And you did the work to get this message. And it's almost like sharing this excitement, you know, getting the information and then sharing it is how this really feels. But yeah, wow. So you have a very important message here. You have something, this is an opportunity that's being presented to you. This is an opportunity for you to do something with this connection that you have, with this spiritual connection you have. And this is the challenge. Is like this energy of opening up to this, opening up to new opportunities, but not forcing it. Not demanding how it has to go. Leaving everything that you know in order to do this. Not being comfortable. Saying, hey, I'm not going to be comfortable. I'm just going to go for this. But at the same time, not going so extreme either. Because this is one pentacle. It's a gigantic pentacle, right? But it's like, in order for this to be here, grounded, it needs to be kind of like nurtured at the right flow and pace for it to grow to this. You're not going to give, you know, a plant all the water it's going to need its whole life right away. You know. But it's almost like kind of like showing up like you already are it, embodying it, but you're becoming it. And that's the thing with Abraham Hicks as well, you know. When she first started showing other people that she's channeling and talking in front of other people, right, answering their questions, all of this, like she didn't just get up in front of thousands of people all of a sudden. No. You know, she just did it for, you know, in front of Jerry and then, you know, a small group of friends. And then it started to be a little bit more people, you know. But there was a part of her that was already where she is now back then. So it's important to be like embodying that. And there can be fear here, and this is comfort. This is comfort. It would be really comfortable for her to say, you know what, let me just stay here, you know, and I hate it here. I can't be myself, but, I did get to design this shack exactly how I want. So, it's the little things. No. No. And this journey of leaving the comfortability and detaching, it's going to be shorter than you think. You're not going to be uncomfortable and so out of sorts. No. It took you perhaps a long time to get to a comfortable place because of all that you have been through, all the traumas you have been through, everything that you had to deal with. It's not going to take that long for you to get to comfortability. It's like, I have a little bit of stabilization now. Do I really want to leave all of that? But that is an illusion because it is not 100% in alignment with this dream that you have, this essence, the star, star is what we really are, is what everything really is. So this is like something that you really are. You could stay and just daydream and wish upon a star, and then the opportunity is being given to you, and this is saying, take the opportunity. And it's like, let yourself be balanced, because if she stays wherever she lives, right, that's going to be like going to this barbecue. That's going to be like talking to this vampire about temple. Those situations, it's never going to grow. It's never going to be anything else. It's always going to be those kind of situations. And it's like a situation where at some point, if you sleep with, rats, you're going to get fleas, right? So that's the thing, is it's not always a whole tower moment, right? Sometimes it's like, it's like, I don't know, 40% okay. No, you deserve 100%, This is what this is saying here. Yeah, you getting your dream would be karmic justice that is owed to you. That's what this means. You're supposed to get that, but you can choose to not get it. It's like, you can win $1 million, but you don't have to go pick up the check. If you don't go, well, you didn't get it. So what do you know? The High Priestess. This is what I'm saying. This is this very secrets card. Look at this card and the High Priestess. How well do they go together? I just love it, right? This is a position of authority, The High Priestess, we see her as a position of authority. And it's kind of like this energy, if you've watched like Queen Charlotte, right? How cute. Love it. She, she has her friends, right? Lady Danbury's her friend, whatever. If you haven't seen it, just imagine a queen and then her court, right? It's like, yeah, she has her companions, but they're not her. They don't really get it. They don't really get it. It's like when celebrities hang out with regular people. Like, yeah, they love it, blah, 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 blah. But then it's like, when they hang out with one another, it's kind of like they both kind of understand aspects. There's something here that other people don't understand something. It's very mystical about you. And they will come to you for advice, but then they will crucify you the second, there is a reason to. Any little ounce of fear they experience, they're going to blame you. They're going to turn it on you, right? But they're asking you. It's like all these stories you hear, these other past lives where people were witches and they're going to them for help. But then, when somebody says that they're a witch and they're going to hang them, everybody's there. cheering along. And you're looking and you're like, I helped you. I helped you. Hey, there is this energy here. And there is also this energy here of the admirers, right? The admirers who, you know, they are very enchanted by what it is that you do, what it is that you bring. And a close circle you can really confide in. But there is something here about understanding the importance of seeing things for what they are and acknowledging what your intuition is telling you and following it regardless how close the companion is, how close this friend is, how much you want to be able to share these things with them. There's like a certain amount of responsibility that comes with sitting on this throne, and you understand that kind of responsibility morally. And this is why this is being given to you, because you're going to nurture it and you're going to grow. Remember this Ace of Pentacles. You have to nurture it to grow. And the Queen of Pentacles understands how all these different plants and this whole valley and, you know, mountain range, she understands how each plant grows. And she gives each plant what it needs. And she loves each plant for what it is. And every person in the kingdom, she treats them this way as well. And they see her this way. They love her and they thank her, you know. So there's something here about understanding how to nurture this gift that you have with this spiritual love. Wow. Very interesting. King of Pentacles here. This is energy that you're getting communication from here. There's something here about the beings that are giving you communication. There's something that they do, and they do it a particular way, and it cannot be done anymore in that way. So there's something very important about you incarnating here. Something about you chose to incarnate here for a reason. And see, it's like the way that the King of Pentacles operates works. He has old money, but there is nothing new. The kingdom is kind of falling apart, but it is a beautiful kingdom. You know, you go to these old cities, people travel the world to go to these old cities, and they are, you know, kind of falling apart, but it's all the original stone. In the same sense, it's still working so strong for how long it's been going, right? And it's so beautiful. The broken parts and the parts where their vines are growing and all of this. That's kind of like the King of Pentacles. He's not planning anything new. He's not changing anything, but the old ways really do work. But there is very much so a clear definition of this is how it is here. This goes well, those things don't go well, and that's it. We stick to it. We stick to what we know. You know, and they thrive in ways and they suffer in ways for that, but it works for them. There's something here about this communication that's being given to you. And this is like otherworldly information. This is like otherworldly beings, okay? And these beings, they're telling you something that they know. And it's like you can pair it with what you know. And then it can be this message, this opportunity. You know, and that's kind of like you know, like Abraham Hicks and like Esther and Abraham Hicks, or Abraham the one giving the message, right? Esther Hicks the one delivering the message. This is how this pairing is. And the Ace of Wands, you know, this is the opportunity to become what Abraham Hicks, Esther, and Abraham together have turned into. That's the thing. You're the one that can bring this in this unique way. If Abraham would have spoken to somebody else, to Jerry, it would be different. This would look different than what it looks like now. This doesn't mean it wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be what it is. You know, so there's something here about you and this pairing. You're going to make this uniquely the way you're going to make this. And the world needs to hear this. They need to hear this in different ways. They need to know this in different things. This is what I'm saying. The world needs to understand this. And you understanding that for certain people, look, he's giving this person money. This person is not getting money. And the scales are balancing, right? So there's something here about paying attention to what you're giving to. Who are you talking temple to? Don't talk your sacred talk with a vampire. You know, this world, this reality is going to be completely different for you now. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. Yeah. It's like people left you out, people abandoned you. Great. That's beautiful. That's amazing. That's because you're supposed to keep going down this hallway. Don't try to make any pit stops. This is like saying, oh, there's no other rooms down this hallway. It's so long. And Spirit's like, yes, this is a good thing. Because all you can get is this whole world, this vision that's going to impact the whole world. And look at again with this meeting. Okay, you can't make this up. This is 3 times now. The other card is buried, but you saw it. Okay, there's something here coming together here. And it's like you're the one co-creating. This is you and the universe co-creating with what this world is going to be. This is what I'm saying. It's going to be a whole other reality that you're seeing that you haven't seen before. It's very powerful. You're very powerful. Other people, they don't know what to make of this. They don't understand what to make of this. So they don't need to. Again, with this coming together here. Who are you going to meet? There's somebody here very important that you're going to meet that you could be working with. This is the opportunity that could be presented to you. For some of you, this is the divine leading you, your star seeds, your aliens, your angels, you know. It's something like that. Yeah. What is helping you? You know, all that trauma that you experienced. That you were abandoned, that everybody left you, that you had nothing and no one, and you had to leave. I'm getting the song by Taylor Swift. You can go anywhere. I can go anywhere I want, just not home. Some of you, this was a blessing in disguise. Big disguise. Having somewhere to go, having a barbecue to go to, and you know everybody there, and you guys are all so close, and you just love that. It's not better than what you're getting. It may not seem like it right now, but this is changing. This is changing you because it's pushing you like bumper bowling. When you go bumper bowling, they put the little things there, and this way, hey, you can't do it wrong, you know? Only one way to go. And this is kind of it. This is kind of it, you know. Yeah. Everything is being changed here. Everything is changing for you. It will never ever be the same. And it's supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be this way. That's it. That's it. You deserve better. That's it. You're not like everybody else. You're never going to be like anybody else. So go with it. Just go with it. Spirit says, hey, just go with it now. Wow. What is this reading, Leo? Okay. I love you. I hope this resonated. Please like and subscribe. Okay. And I will see you next time. If you'd like a tarot card reading, the information is in the description. Okay.